Hey guys, I'm Elle and today I'm going to do another Top 5 Wednesday. As always, Top 5 Wednesday is a Goodreads group created by Lainey over at Ginger Eats Lainey, and I'm going to leave both of their links in the description so you can check them out if you're interested in joining us. Today's topic is top authors you discovered this year, and I've discovered so many amazing authors this year. It was so difficult to make this list. Number 5 is someone that I don't talk much about on my channel, and it's crazy, and that is Maggie Stiefvater. She has a bunch of series out and a bunch of different books out, but I've only read the Raven Cycle from her. These are some of the most mysterious and weird books that I've read. If you started the books and you are not quite sure if you should go with it, you should definitely do it because it's full of magic and these whimsical elements that I think Maggie Stiefvater, she has those elements in her personality too. I follow her on Tumblr and on Twitter, and she is super interesting. She has some interesting ideas. Some I agree with and some I don't agree with, but she definitely has some interesting and original ideas. I can't wait to read the final book on the Raven Cycle series, and I really want to read The Scorpio Races by her. I don't think I'm going to read Shiver because I've heard really mixed things about it. I think she's never going to go with the norm in young adult, and that I love in an author. Number 4 is Colleen Hoover, and I discovered her on February this year, and I remember that day completely. I started reading the Slammed series by her. I started reading her first book and I couldn't stop. First I read Slammed, then I read the second book, then I read the third book, then I went and read Maybe Someday, then Ugly Love, then Confessed, then Hopeless, and then Losing Hope. I read everything I could read from her, and I can't get enough. She is an amazing contemporary author who writes not only romance but like real stories that they don't sound condescending to the reader. Something that I love is when authors of contemporary stories write about romance but they don't put one obstacle to the couple, because that's not real. I mean, if we're going to solve this problem, everything is going to be alright. There are a lot of things that a couple has to go through for them to get a happy ending. She knows what she's writing about, and she knows what she has to do to catch our attention. Number 3 is B. Schwab or Victoria Schwab. To be honest, when I was making this list, I couldn't believe that I found her only this year. I read so many books by her already. I read The Archive, and I read A Darker Shade of Magic, and I read Vicious. She's such a magical author. She can write supernatural elements in her sleep. I believe that she is going to be an author that is going to be remembered for a long time. I can see her books having longevity. Her characters are super interesting and they are multi-dimensional. She's super original. Her words are original. I haven't read one thing by her that I could compare it with something else by another author, and she writes beautifully. Number 2 is Brandon Sanderson. I'm not going to say much about him because I think everybody knows him. He wrote the Mistborn trilogy and a lot of books. His treatment of world building and magic systems and character dynamics is beautiful. I can't believe that somebody can write like that. I think that he is definitely an author that's going to be a classic in the future. I believe that everybody is going to read his books like we read Lord of the Rings. And I think that apart from me liking him as an author, I respect him. Nobody can deny that he constructs really good things. Number 1 is one of my favorite new authors, and that is Liva Bray. She is just amazing. I read A Great and Terrible Beauty by her and The Diviners, and now I'm reading beauty queens. I can't believe that I hadn't found her before. It's so good that I did find her. She doesn't only write so beautifully. She brings really important topics to the literature world. She brings racial issues. She brings LGBTQ plus issues to the table. She brings gender issues and all of that, and she can write historical fiction like in her sleep. I always appreciate authors that can not only write good, but that they can write also with a purpose, you know, with conviction and with ideals, and I would just want to read everything by her. And obviously I recommend all of her books. I also love that she brings these supernatural elements to her books that feel so natural and so well constructed. So yeah, those are my 5 top authors that I discovered this year. What are some of the authors that you discovered this year that you love? Leave your video and tell me if you did a top 5 Wednesday this week so I can check them out. And that is everything for today. Hope you liked it. If you did, subscribe, and I will see you when I see you. Bye!